The ideal gas or perfect gas only exists in theory. An ideal gas is one that follows the gas law at all conditions of temperature and pressure. To do so, the gas would need to completely abide by the kinetic molecular theory. The gas particle would need to occupy zero volume and they would need to exhibit no attractive force whatsoever towards each other. Since neither of those conditions can be true, there is no such thing as an ideal gas. A real gas is a gas that does not behave according to the assumptions of the kinetic molecular theory. Fortunately, at the conditions of temperature and pressure that are normally encountered in a laboratory, real gas tend to behave very much like ideal gas. When a gas is put under high pressure, its molecules are forced close together as the empty space between the particles is diminished. A decrease in the empty space means that the assumptions that the volume of the particles themselves is negligible is less valid. When a gas is cool, the decrease in the kinetic energy of the particle causes them to slow down. So if the particles are moving at slower speeds, the attractive force between them are more prominent. So in summary, a real gas deviates most from an ideal gas at a low temperature and high pressure, and gases are most ideal at high temperature and low pressure. The conditions of 0 degrees Celsius and 1 atm are called as a standard temperature and pressure or STP. Figure shows a comparison of the molar volumes at STP with a basketball, which is 1 mole of an ideal gas occupies 22.414 liters is greater than the volume of a basketball. How we can determine the R or gas constants? So from the ideal gas equations, which is PV is equal to nRT, then we rearrange this equation, which is R is equal to PV over NT, which is P is equal to 1 atms and volume is equal to 22.414 liters and number of mole 1 moles and temperature in Kelvin, which is 273.1415 Kelvin. So from that we can get the R constants, which is equal to 0.0821 L atm per K mole. So this question asks you to calculate the pressure P given that the number of moles is equal to 1.82 moles. And then the volume V is equal to 5.43 liters and temperature is 69.5 degrees Celsius or equal to 342.5 Kelvin. So from the ideal gas equation, which is PV is equal to nRT, then we want to find P is equal to nRT over V. So N is equal to 1.82 moles. Kr is gas constant. So actually there are several values of R constant. So firstly we need to see what is the given units. Otherwise you need to convert units based on the value of R you choose in the calculations. So in this calculation we use 0.0821 L atm per K mole. K times temperature is 3425 Kelvin. Okay, divide by volume is equal to 5.43 liters. So we can delete this one. So the final unit will be in atm. Okay, since the pressure is in atm, so from the calculations, the P value is equal to 9.42 atm. So means that you get the correct units and the correct value of the calculations. Gas that deviate from the ideality are known as a real gas, which originate from two factors. First is the theory assumes that as pressure increases, the volume of a gas becomes very small and approach zero. While it does approach a small number, it will not be zero because molecules do not occupy space and cannot be compressed. Secondly, intermolecular force do exist in gas. This becomes increasingly important in low temperature when translational molecular motion slows down almost to halt. However, at a high temperature or even normal or everyday temperature, the intermolecular forces are very small and tend to be considered negligible. The postulate of the kinetic molecular theory of gas ignores both the volumes occupied by the molecules of the gas and all interactions between molecules, whether attractions or repulsive. However, in reality, all gases have non-zero molecular volumes. Furthermore, these molecules of the gas interact with one another in a way that depends on the structure of the molecules and differ for each gas substance. For the real gas, we make two change by adding the constant to the pressure P and subtracting a difference constant from the volume V. So these new equations look like P plus A n over V power 2 V minus NB is equal to nRT, which is A is the constant for the attraction between the molecules of a given gas, and B is the volumes molecules takes up inside the container. The following table lists the van der Waals constants from the van der Waals equations for a numbers of common gas and volatile liquids. The calculations of density is quite straightforward. However, it is important to pay special attention to the unit used for density calculations. Concentration or density is defined as a mass per unit volumes, which is the number of mole n is equal to mass small m over molar mass big M's. So from the ideal gas equation, which is PV is equal to nRT, so we can derive a relation between the molar mass and the density of the gas at a given temperature and pressure. And by substitutes n to the equations, so we can get the density, which is m over v is equal to pressure multiplied by molar mass divided by RT. The density in gas is smaller than in liquids or solids due to the higher intermolecular force in the latter, and the density of the gas is expressed as gram per liter or kilogram per cubic meter. The density of the gas depends upon the temperature, means that the higher the temperature, the more the molecules are spread out and the lower the density. So this question asks you to calculate the molar mass, M, big M's, in gram per moles. So given that the mass or small m is equal to 14.5 grams, and then the volumes is 3 liter and pressure is 650 mmHg and temperature is 300 Kelvin. So from the ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. So N is equal to PV over RT. So what is the R value that we want to use? Let's say we use R is equal to 0.0821 L atm per K moles. So we can see that all of the unit is similar to the R unit except for P, which is we need to convert P from 650 mmHg to atms is equal to 0.x55 atms. So then we need to substitute all this value into this equation, which is N is equal to 0.855 atms times volumes is 3 liter, and then R is 0.0821 atm per kmol. Temperature is 300 Kelvin. So we can cancel the unit. So the unit will become 0.104 mole. So we want to find the M, big M. So means that mass 14.5 divided by 0.104 mole. So we get 139.42 gram per mole, and this is the answer. The density can be used to determine the molar mass of the gas substance. First is bulk of a known volume is filled with the gas substance. The temperature and pressure of the gas samples are recorded, and the total mass of the bulk plus the gas samples is determined. Then the bulk is evacuated and weighed again. The difference in the mass is equal to the mass of the gas. So the density of the gas is equal to mass divided by the volume of the bulk. For unknown substance like gas, its molar mass can be determined by using the ideal gas equations at a known temperature, pressure and density value, or a mass and volume data for the gas. Then the molar mass of the substance can be calculated from this equation, which is molar mass is equal to the density multiplied by gas constant and temperature and divided by the pressure. Under the atmospheric conditions, 100 ml of air weighs about 0.12 grams, an easily measured quantity.